India is a beautiful yet mysterious country that has lots of secrets and stories of palaces, forts, kings, queens, princess, treasures, battles, etc. and blah blah. There are numerous reportedly haunted places in India. India is definitely one of the most spiritual countries in the world. This makes India the hot spot for the paranormal. But
today we list here some notable top 10 lists of locations that are reportedly haunted by ghosts or other supernatural beings.
to kickstart the list, we have the GP block from Meerut, Uttar Pradesh. An old ancient house tucked amidst thick bushes and trees with vines climbing up on walls that are now crumbling down, a narrow path leading to it, and no other houses nearby. Strange sightings have been noted by the locals around this place. People who have passed it at a certain hour claim to have seen 4 boys sitting together enjoying food and alcohol by the light of a single candle. Some have even claimed to have seen a girl in red dress step out of the abandoned house. Next, we have the Brindavan Society from Thane, Mumbai. Brindavan Society is a large residential complex in Thane, Maharashtra, developed by a venture of Mittal and Raheja developers. The first building in this 100-plus apartment building complex was constructed in 1984 and the project was completed in the early 90s. Considered to be one of the most famous housing societies of Thane, this society is also home to a bit of paranormal. Many of its residents and night watchers have experienced what may only be termed as strange and bewildering. There was once a man who lived in the society who happened to commit suicide. His spirit is said to haunt the society once the hours turn dark. In fact, night guards have witnessed a lot of strange activities, which have also included a guard getting slapped in the face with such force that he nearly toppled from his chair. Immediately afterwards, both the guards searched the whole society and they could not find anyone around. Humiliated, right?
The next entry is the South Park Cemetery in Kolkata. The Park Street Cemetery was one of the earliest non-church cemeteries in the world and probably the largest Christian cemetery outside Europe and America in the 19th century. This is yet another haunted place in Kolkata. Reportedly, those visiting this site have died unexpectedly. Apparently, a group of friends who visited the place and clicked a picture here started facing weird things. The person who clicked the photograph had an asthma attack and he wasn't an asthma patient ever. So basically they went to the cemetery twice, once when they lived and once they had died. A tour of the cemetery gone horribly wrong.
The number 7 entry on our list made headlines in the Indian news media. The Dinga is a small village located in North Kachar Hills district, Assam. The village is lush green and scenic, surrounded by serene mountains. But that's not what it's famous for. In fact, the Dinga is well known for an entirely different reason. This beautiful village is popular for the phenomenon of bird suicides. The migratory birds that enter Jatinga never leave the place alive. They die without any reason. These suicides occur on moonless nights, especially post-September every year. This has been observed for over a century now. The bird deaths have been explained as such. At the end of monsoon months, especially on moonless and foggy dark nights between 6 p.m. and 9:30 p.m., birds are disturbed by the locals and they are attracted to lights. These dashed birds are captured using bamboo poles by the locals. The birds do not commit suicide and are actually killed. The myth of the suicides is spread far and wide among common people. The next haunted place rests in the heart of capital city of India. Sanja is a sprawling city forest area near Vasant Kunj and Mehrauli in Delhi, India. It is spread over an area of 783 acres. It is one of the most thickly wooded areas of the city. The sprawling forest is supposedly Delhi's most haunted place. People have reported seeing a lady in white sari, yes, the Bollywood movie style, running at the speed of a car and suddenly disappearing into thin air near the cremation ground in that area. Avoid this place after dark. At number 5, we have the Dao Hill from Kusong, West Bengal. Kurseong is a hill station and subdivisional town in the Darjeeling district of the Indian state of West Bengal. This is a popular tourist place given to its scenic beauty. However, it is known for some paranormal activities. A lot of people have been murdered around the forest. Victoria Boys School and Dow Hill Boarding School for girls are famous for ghost sightings. People have claimed to have heard footsteps, and some have reportedly seen a headless boy walking in the woods. At number 4, we have the Spooky and Evie Shaniwar Vada. Peshwa Bajirao I, Prime Minister to Chhatrapati Shahuji, laid the ceremonial foundation of his own residence on Saturday, January 10, 1730. It was named Shaniwar Vada from the Marathi words Shaniwar, meaning Saturday, and Vada, a general term for any residential complex. The fort may be a historical site, but it is haunted too. A young prince was brutally murdered here by his uncle. Before dying, he'd run to his uncle's chamber screaming, "Kaka Malawachwa," which means, "Save me, uncle." These screams can still be heard on some nights, and the dead prince's agony is sure to make one's teeth chatter. In that same city, a baby girl died in an accident. After the incident, many people have seen an apparition, white frock, and carries a baby doll in her hand. Next is a very saddening location as it's a beach but a haunted one. Dumas Beach is an urban beach along the Arabian Sea located 21 kilometers southwest of Surat city in the state of Gujarat. It is a popular tourist destination in South Gujarat. Apart from the beach, places of interest at Dumas including the Darya Ganesh temple located adjacent to the main beach. This beach is known for its black sand and mystical activities. It was a burning ghat at one point of time, and even now, strange cries and whispers can be heard by morning walkers and tourists. Tourists who visit this beach can hear voices but can't see anyone. If you want clear heard incidents, then you can try a midnight stroll on the beach. There have been reports about people who went on the beach and never returned. Coming back again to Mumbai, next is the Grand Paradi Towers. Since 1976, the year when it was constructed, 20 cases of suicides and accidents has been reported by the residents. After a series of unfortunate events, the building society began to believe that paranormal forces were at work. Jumping from the window has been the trend followed by the occupants of the flat, belonging to various age groups. However, after a ceremonial havan was conducted, the ghosts of the past at this place seems to have been buried. At number 1, we have the none other than peculiar and eerie Bhangarh Fort. The Bhangarh Fort, a 17th century fort built in the Rajasthan state of India, has a warning notice board by Archaeological Survey of India restricting visits after dusk. People say that the place is haunted by the ghost of a tantric Singhya and the princess of the palace Ratnavati. This fort is believed to be the scariest of all the haunted places in India. It is believed that Bhangarh was cursed by a wizard, and just after the curse, over 10,000 people living there were killed. The ghosts of a princess and the wizard still roam the place. This place is off boundaries post sunset. The government doesn't allow the visitor to visit the fort before sunrise or after sunset. For more videos like this, please subscribe.